Think I'm live. Good morning, everybody. I'm a little bit early this morning because I got a few things I gotta do later, some errands. Get situated and find my chat. Hope everybody had a good night. True Crime Truth Finders looks like she's going live at 12:30. Make sure y'all check her out. She's gonna be talking about the missing YouTuber. Hey, there everybody is. Carla, Valerie, Maria. You say is that how you say it? Maria, Lisa, Wheatsy. Sorry, y'all. I was a little late. I've been running around. Bonnie, good morning. Bonnie, if you've tried to text me, I've not, my phone card's out and I've not been to get one yet. Crazy Nurse Granny. I'll turn the camera on in a minute, guys. Y'all know what I'm doing. Smoking my cancer sticks here. So, guess what? Fotis Dulos is doing. He is fighting, he's petitioning the court to reverse the no contact order with his girlfriend. Needs to talk to that gal pal really bad, don't you, Fotis? See what all she's told investigators. That's why he wants to talk to her. How are you, Just Ellie? Let me go get Katie's link to her channel, True Crime Truth Finders. She's doing a live stream at 12:30, I believe, about the missing YouTuber Etika. Here's her. Here's her link. I know everybody in here knows who she is, but there could be someone that watches replays later. So, before we get right into Fotis and Jennifer, I'm shipping out Sunny Rooster t-shirts today. I mean, like today's not the cutoff day or anything, but if you just want it quick or something, I'm shipping them out. I'm going at 11 to send some out. So if you want one, email me. I actually got mine on this morning. Hey, Olivia. Good morning. She wrote a manuscript, Crazy Nurse Granny Jennifer did, and Norm Pattis, Fotis's defense attorney, is trying to say that it's similar to Gone Girl. Jennifer's family member said that they read it and it is not. It follows like this woman's life journey, you know. But it's not like Gone Girl. I'm okay, Ellie. I'm glad you're having a fantastic day. Yeah, but Norm Pattis is trying to spin it like Jennifer has faked her own disappearance. Her family, Jennifer's family, is very upset about it. And when I just walked by the TV right then, of course, I had it muted. I watch HLN every morning. It said that he was petitioning the court so that he could talk to his gal pal. This must be new because I was looking this morning to see any updates. Oh, yeah, right here. Fotis wants to see his gal pal. Well, bless his heart. And see, let's read what it says. As the search for Jennifer Dulos enters a second month, her estranged husband is asking to see his gal pal while out on bail. Defense attorney Norm Pattis filed a motion Monday requesting a judge to clarify the conditions of his client's release. Fotis and his gal pal were charged with tampering with evidence hindering prosecution. And it says, Mr. Dulos would like to explore the possibility of reunification with Michelle, but is concerned such efforts may run afoul of court orders absent a clarification. Pattis wrote in his motion in the criminal case filed in State Superior Court in Stamford. The motion was prompted by Michelle visiting Fotis's Jefferson Crossing home in Farmington on Sunday to pick up some of her belongings. The visit was coordinated by their attorneys, and Fotis was not present, according to the motion. Michelle and her daughter had been living with Fotis after his wife moved to New Canaan with their 5 children when she filed for divorce in 2017. Jennifer claimed in court documents that her husband began having an affair with Michelle about a year earlier. According to Pattis's motion, Michelle was overheard on Sunday saying she loves Mr. Dulos and she does not believe he was involved in his wife's disappearance. Of course she's going to say that in front of people. She was seen on camera with him and they were disposing of evidence. Come on, people. These people kill me. Pattis is a controversial New Haven attorney who also represents Alex Jones. And I think Alex Jones is that guy that basically said, had a conspiracy theory or something that Sandy Hook didn't happen. A spokeswoman for Jennifer's family said that Pattis's attacks and theories are hurting the 5 children who range in age 8 to 13. And I said that yesterday morning in my video that I did. That does he not care that Jennifer's kids, can read these things online and in the papers? I mean, they're from age 8 to 13. I have a 12-year-old and he knows everything and he's nosy. Let me get back to the chat. Hey, oh, wait, before I get back to the chat, let me read what Norm Pattis said. Pattis responded with his own statement that they believe that Jennifer Dulos was not a victim of foul play at the hands of third parties. We are continuing our investigation of Miss Dulos' disappearance, believe it to be entirely consistent with the evidence to conclude that she was not a victim of foul play at the hands of third parties, Pattis wrote in a statement. Efforts to distance Miss Dulos, a gone girl type scenario, are well-meaning, to be sure, but the facts remain that Miss Dulos remains accountably gone and had the imagination, means, and motive to disappear. And Pattis also says that Fotis plans to seek visitation with and custody of the children. Oh, God, guys, they have got to charge this guy with murder before he gets access to these kids. Hey, Mel Mel. Hey, Beth. It's my other blondie. Valerie, did I say hi to you? Hey, sweetie. I mean, if he gets custody of these kids, guys, it is going to be bad for the kids, for their mental health. And also their safety. He's capable of doing something to Jennifer. Who's to say that he wouldn't do something to the children? This is a very controlling man. He has to be in control of everything. I believe he was physically and mentally abusive to Jennifer, from what her friends say, what I've read her friends have told. The kids were too scared to tell him that they didn't want to water ski. They were even afraid to say that they were tired. Once, one of the kids said that they were tired, and Fotis went into a rage, allegedly, and took the water ski and busted upside of a rock. Southern mom. It was too early for me too, girl. But I have some errands to run, so I got to mail out some shirts. I said a prayer for your dad, Valerie. I'll keep praying for him. Oh, he will never make it in prison because, he don't want to be controlled. He's the one that likes to do the controlling, just Ellie. So there's a girl that was on the live stream yesterday named Jacqueline. She left me a comment and wanted my email. She wants to come on here and give her thoughts on this case. She does not think that Fotis murdered Jennifer. And that's cool. That's fine. We all got our own opinions. I respect that. But I think she's going to school, majoring in psychology, something like that. I can't remember exactly what she said. But she's going to come on, give her thoughts on it. It's going to be interesting to hear what she's got to say. I mean, anything's possible, but like, how do you explain? I was going to go over all the evidence in this case against Fotis. Let's see if I can pull something up real quick. Right here's something, what we know about the case so far. Of course, Jennifer went missing on May 24th when she failed to show up for some appointments and stuff after she dropped off her kids. I guess she had some appointments she didn't show up to. Later on, her friends reported her missing. Okay, so Fotis and the gal pal are accused of driving 4 miles in Hartford on the day Jennifer disappeared and disposing of garbage bags in 30 different locations, including trash receptacles and a storm drain. What they allegedly put down in the storm drain was a set of tacks. And also, there were blood stains found in Jennifer's garage, signs of a serious physical assault. I can't talk, assault. And authorities also noted that someone tried to clean up the crime scene. And I think one of the most important pieces of evidence in this case that I've read about is Fotis's DNA mixed in with Jennifer's blood on the kitchen faucet. I mean, that right there proves to me that he did something to Jennifer. He murdered her. Yeah, he was allegedly there 2 nights before to have dinner with the kids. Witnesses say that is not true. He was never inside that home. He was in the backyard. Fotis owed Jennifer's family, I guess her mom and dad, $1.7 million in loans. He never paid back. The deceased father gave him the loans. Now, I don't know if this is evidence or not, but in their divorce documents, Jennifer accused Fotis of infidelity. She called his behavior irrational, unsafe, bullying, threatening, and controlling. In court papers, Jennifer referred to the gal pal as her husband's paramour. I don't know what that means, paramour, and claimed he wanted her to move into the marital home with Jennifer and the kids. What a sick man. He must have had no respect or love or care for Jennifer. I do know that Botus and the gal pal flaunted their relationship or all around town, and it's kind of a smaller town. Um, some of the items that the gal pal and Botus allegedly threw away was a bloody kitchen sponge, probably because he tried to clean it. He done the blood cleanup because there was evidence someone cleaned up blood, tried to. And there was Jennifer's clothing with blood on it. So why did he, if he murdered her, why did he remove her clothing? That don't make sense. Unless, I don't know. Unless he, I hate to say this, chopped her body up. Let me get back to my chat, see what y'all are saying. Paramour means lover. Thank you. Thank you, Beth. Hey, Love Hollis. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Awen. He must. He must have dumped her body naked. Why would he take off her clothing? It's in Jennifer's bloody clothing. Now, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. Make sure she'd never been found. It just seems like that there is a lot of compelling evidence against this guy that ties him to the murder of Jennifer. They're still calling it a missing persons. I don't know why. This is a murder. I can't wait to hear what this Miss Jacqueline has to say about why she thinks that Botus could be innocent. I wonder what makes her think that. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Tanny. I read that, Valerie. I didn't do any videos on him because I didn't know anything about it till Katie told me, and she was doing a video. So I was like, I'll just let her do it. And there was a lot of other people doing it too. Um, they've not they've not identified it as Etika, right? I bet my son knows who he is. I had never heard of him. I gotta get some coffee, guys. I'm in the kitchen for a minute. I hope. Oh crap! I need to make more coffee. I'll just heat this one up. I hope it's not him. But I think someone said they could see. Maybe they had a picture or something. I can't remember what Katie told me, but when they brought the body out, you could see who it was had a white shirt on. And I think maybe he had a white shirt on in that last video he did. Pamela, I seen something about on the news this morning. I've been busy trying to get t-shirts, and I got some little cute little cards to mount with the shirts, writing like little messages in them. But I saw something about someone cutting their throat in court, and I was like, Jesus Christ. And there are some sick, sick people in the world. Well, I grew up with the guy and he used to stay all night with us when we were growing up. He was always weird. Him and his wife were on drugs. They got in an argument and they were out on their porch, which was really high up and below was like big old rocks, big rocks. He pushed her off the porch. It broke her neck, and it cut her body up and was burning it. His sister walks up on him. She immediately goes right down the road to his daddy's house, tells him. His daddy's a preacher. His daddy turns him in. They come and arrest Michael. They never did find out his wife's head. Actually, my brother went out with her daughter years later, and I met her, and I got to talk to her about it. I mean, I asked questions. I mean, I was not, respectful about it. She was talking about it, so I decided to ask questions. And she told me they never found her mom's head. But after they arrested, his name's Michael Dotson. After they arrested him, he escaped. It's like a little small country jail, but they caught him later on that night. Okay, thank you, Linda. I'm going to click on it right now. Woman's head found in creek a week after a dog dug up human bone in South Carolina. There is another story similar to this. This older man and woman, their dog kept on bringing bones in, and they thought it was animal bones. And then one morning, their dog was over there barking, cutting a shine. They went over there, and they saw like almost a decomposed body. Let's see what this says. A week after a dog dug up a bone in its owner's yard that turned out to be human remains, searchers discovered more of a missing woman's body Monday, the Seneca police said. A head and upper torso were found Monday, and are presumed to be associated with the remains discovered last week. Both the head and torso are in a state of advanced decomposition. Where's this at, Linda? Oh, South Carolina. I saw it now. The remains were found near the end of Monday's search. Wow. The search began June 17th after the homeowner's dog unearthed a large bone in the yard of his Asbury Drive home. It's less than 10 miles outside of Clemson. The bone was studied by forensic pathologists and forensic orthopodists who determined the right pelvic bone and right femur that were discovered belonged to a woman, the coroner said. Armed with this information, police launched a large-scale search of the area, which included cadaver dogs. Police said it spilled over to a nearby creek, and more partial human remains were discovered. I can't say that. Studies show the bones came from a white woman who was between 25 to 45 years old and was about 5'1" to 5'7", according to the coroner. The woman most likely died within the past few months and no longer than a year ago. Information on her cause of death was unavailable. So they're going to try and recover DNA from the remains to compare against known missing persons, including the two recently reported women from Oconee County. I don't know how you say that. Oconee County. Police are asking residents to report. Man, that is scary. Well, what about the homeowner? How long has he lived there? That's what I would be asking. Oh my God. Thank you, Linda. Oh, okay, Carla. I'll check it when I get off here. Who has ADHD? Me, Mel? Yeah, I do. Thank you, Love Hollis. Yeah. Well, they said there was a couple missing persons. women in the area. So I would say it's one of them. I'm just wondering about this homeowner. Did he just move in or something? What's going on with that? Goodness. Let me get back into my little room here in the kitchen. I don't know when people's going to learn. It doesn't matter how smooth you think you are. You can't get by with murder. Ever so often someone does, but you always leave something behind. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Cheryl. Be safe, Carla, going to the store, honey. Really, Beth, I just saw your message. A sinkhole forming in her backyard, and it was an old bomb shelter. Oh, wow. How are you doing, Cheryl? Listen, guys, somebody put money on the PayPal. Now, Miss Sarah got a T-shirt. I can't say the name because evidently it's this person's real name, and I have no idea who it is. Their initials are M.M. Their first name starts with the M. Their last name starts with the M. And I was just wondering, like, did they want a T-shirt? But, I mean, I emailed uh, Donnie to see if it was her. She's not responded to me. So, Donnie, baby, if that was you, let me know. Yeah, like when people put like the PayPal donations on there and they got it, they use a screen name on YouTube. I don't know who that person is when they donate unless they tell me, you know. But anyways, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But it was like $50, guys. And I was like, well, did they want two T-shirts or something? Or was it a donation? Because I don't think it had a message. When you do PayPal, you can put in a little message. Lisa, I'm always broke too, girl. I got to go get me a phone card today. Lisa, I could have sent you one. You could have paid me later, girl, if you'd wanted one. About lit my cigarette backwards. But maybe the person doesn't want me to know who they are that did it. I don't know, but I'm getting ready to mail out T-shirts, and I just thought I would ask. I've been racking my brain, but I don't know who it could be. I don't know people's real names, but I would like to thank them properly. Well, Lisa, you need to tell me if you want one. I'm getting ready to send them out. No, Valerie, I'll go check it out. Oh, Valerie. Yeah, I can give an update. Do you know that stupid Brittany Bowens is still driving the car that Darion hauled Malia's poor dead body in? What is wrong with that woman? I don't care if that's her only source of getting around or not. Me, I wouldn't have wanted to even looked at that car because I would keep thinking about my child in the trunk. Yes, she is. She is still driving around that car Darion hauled Malia's body in to throw it away like a piece of trash in Arkansas. That is why I'm so hard on her. That's why I made, I kind of felt bad about my comment about her releasing Dubs um, at the funeral. But it's true. She should have done beautiful things in when Malia was alive like that, instead of leaving her with the damn abuser. Let's see. I'm trying to find if anything happened. Let me look. Uh, I don't see anything about anything happening at the funeral. I'm wondering what's going on with this case. She was buried in a beautiful casket, bless her heart. It had rainbows on it and clouds, My Little Pony. Casket fit for a princess. Darion is still saying that Malia didn't die in a bad way. It was an accident. First, he confessed to an inmate before he did Quanell X, allegedly. And he tried to tell that inmate that she died of the flu. And he's like, no, man, I'm not buying that. I've heard what's going on in the news, basically. And he's like, well, she's sitting on my lap and I tossed her off and she hit her head. Killed her. I guess, and I think he also said something to the effect that where they had been in trouble with CPS before, that he panicked. But I'm not so sure that Brittany wasn't there when Malia died. One, I find strange. She wouldn't answer a question. When her friends did that live stream, she was too coward to show her face, and people was answering questions or asking questions, and her friends was answering it, or Brittany's in the background trying to answer. But they asked her when the last time she talked to her daughter, or did she call her daughter when she was out of town. She wouldn't answer that damn question. Why wouldn't you call your kids when you're out of town and check on them? You should call them every day, morning and night. What's wrong with her? Maybe she didn't call because she knew Malia was passed away. Maybe she was there when it happened. Maybe Darion cleaned the mess up for her. Who knows? Hi, Shine On. Hey, sweetie. Yeah, she wouldn't even, that's what I'm saying. She wouldn't even answer that question. Why wouldn't you answer a question like that? That's simple. Because she's not a normal mother. That's why she can't answer it. Either she's just a sorry ass and didn't want to check on her daughter, or she didn't call because she knew Malia. She couldn't talk to Malia. She's dead. Hey, Chuck, if I didn't say hi to you. Yeah, the casket was donated, Chuck. No, Shirley, she did not care. Shirley's getting a bunch of feathers sent out today with her shirt. She'll be making some cool rooster feather necklaces. She's heartless, Linda. By the way, Linda, I love your art. I saw it last night behind you when you was on Paul's live stream. Let's see. I don't know if we will ever know the truth of what happened to Malia. I don't know if they're going to be able to determine a cause of death or not. Manner of death. Texas EquiSearch guy, which is pretty experienced in this. He actually had a missing child, Tim Miller. I think his daughter was murdered. He's been doing this a long time, and he said, the looks of her remains when they found it, and considering the lawnmower run over her body, probably won't know what happened to her. And if that's the case, we're going to have another uh, Casey Anthony case. She was found not guilty because they couldn't determine a cause of death on Kaylee. If they could have determined the cause of death, I think that woman would have been found guilty. I about had a heart attack and hit the floor when I heard that verdict. I'll never forget it. I was standing in line at the pharmacy, and they had like a big screen TV, and I could not believe it when the verdict came in. Loose lips sink ships, Teddy. Why have they not charged them for murder? Because they can't determine how she died, I guess, or they haven't yet. I don't know why they haven't charged Fotis Dulos for murder either, considering that there's that good size amount of blood for them to think she had a serious physical assault. Evidence cleanup. His DNA mixed in with her blood. Him throwing away bloody clothing and sponges. I mean, do they really need her body? I mean, I know they want to for the family, but do they really need it for the murder charges? What I'm saying. That verdict killed me too. You know what killed me about that case? Is that bitch trying to say that she was molested as a child. I did not buy that a bit. And when I think people are lying about being molested as a kid, it really pisses me off because I went through that as a kid. It really pisses me off to think people lie about shit like that. She is guilty as sin, Linda. Don't it make you mad, Lisa, when you hear people lie about being raped and stuff? No charges can be laid until they can establish and show a judge that they can prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. Oh, okay, Tanny. Well, that makes sense. I know, Atlanta. They do. That's a good point. They charge people with less evidence in cases with murder. I guess they want to make sure that person can be found guilty before they charge him, that there's no doubt. I don't believe that the gal pal for 1 minute didn't know why he was stopping 30 different places, disposing of evidence. You know, I would have said, what the hell are we doing stopping all these trash dumps? Let's just take our trash to the dump. Why are we stopping all these trash cans? Come on now. Fotis is wanting to talk to her so bad. He can't stand it. He wants to know what she's told investigators so far. I could bet my life on it. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to talk. I mean, legally. Yeah, Bonnie. The AJ Friend case made me sick, Bonnie. It really took a toll on me. Just, my mind never stops anyways because I'm ADD. And just thinking about them making him stand in that shower, ridiculing him, videoing him, bruises on his body. I can see that bitch doing that in my mind to that child, and it just enrages me. I like to have 2 seconds alone with her. 2 seconds, if she wasn't pregnant. Joanne Cunningham is the biggest piece of shit I've ever laid my eyes on. Yeah, yeah. The time is confusing, Valerie. I've heard people say her flight wasn't till 6, something like that. It's funny how they have surveillance video of Malia going back into the apartment with Darion, but they don't have any, as I know of Brittany leaving for the airport. Oh, she'll save her ass, Bess. She will save her own ass. The gal pal Fotis. You better believe that. I'm surprised she's not even already made a deal. I agree, Love Hollis. I would have took AJ, Malia, every one of them in a heartbeat. Lots of people would have. I can't stand Joanne Cunningham. AJ friends. I don't even want to say mom. The woman that gave birth to him's all I'm going to say. Casey Anthony Tanny is the most cold-hearted woman I've ever laid my eyes on. She don't celebrate Mother's Day or anything. What, lady? Would you please quit licking me? She could have probably left out the back. I'm wondering if there's a back door. Hell, she could have went out a window. Hey, yeah, they probably got bugs in the house, Linda. They probably got it wired up or something. In Bodis's house, see what him and Michelle. She could be playing Fotis. She could have said that she loved Fotis so that Norm Pattis would hear it, tell it back to Fotis, just so he would trust her, feel safe enough to talk to her. Then she'll get him to spill the beans. She could be wired up. Yeah, she's very cold hearted. Yeah, Jodi Arias, she killed me with those accusations against Travis. You know that man was not no pedophile, no predator. He didn't look at young boys. Come on. She wanted him. He didn't want her, only for sex. He would have never married her. She knew that. And it was a case if I can't have you, nobody's going to. How stupid was Jodi Arias to be doing like handstands and stuff while she's waiting on detectives for they interviewed her? How stupid was that? Did she not know they were going to watch that crap? Was she that arrogant that she really thought she was going to get by with that? She was going to fool detectives because she thought she was beautiful. Marie, I cannot stand Casey. I cannot either, Marie. I cannot believe that they found her not guilty. I really believe it's because, in my opinion, I believe they found her not guilty because they couldn't determine a cause of death for Casey or Kaylee. That woman, she's guilty of sin. I hope she never has another child. She probably don't want children. She wanted rid of Kaylee. I get their names mixed up. Why do you think they found her not guilty, Tanny? I can't wait till you do a video. I'll subscribe to you right now. Can't wait to see what you got to say about it. I watched a little bit of the trial, not much. I have a hard time trying to listen to those trials. I get bored. She does some kind of work for like a law firm. I guess she might maybe investigating or something. Linda, I think Casey does. Yeah, she's giving giving it up to her lawyer, wasn't she, Love Hollis? Slut. That bitch out partying, knowing she'd killed her daughter. I believe that she OD'd Kaylee. When she said Zanny the nanny, I think she was talking about Xanax. People call Xanax Xannies. I would say that she used to give Kaylee Xanaxes so that she would go to sleep so she could do what she wanted. That's what I think happened. I think she OD'd her. Jodi Arias is a wackadoo. She got in trouble a while back. I guess she was underage girls from different countries putting money on her books. I think she's got like men that write her too. Yeah, Linda, Jodi Arias is, or Casey Anthony's lawyer. She was sleeping with him. Did she really, Teddy, think she was going to be found not guilty? Jodi Arias? Yeah, love her. She's a slut. She's like Susan Smith. Susan Smith's the biggest whore around. I'm telling you, she really is. She'd sleep with them guards, get STDs. She's had several STDs. Um, she'd pay other inmates to be her lookout while she had sex with inmates. She's a sick bitch. Susan Smith is. I can't stand her. I'd like to be put in a room with her for about 2 seconds. I'd knock her ass out. I wonder if these women and these men that kill their children, I wonder if they ever freaking feel bad about it. I mean, not feel bad about it because their ass is in prison. Sure, they wish they hadn't killed them so they wouldn't be in prison, but I wonder if they ever hurt inside for what they've done to their kids. These people are sick. Look at this Tim Jones killing 5 of his kids. Try to blame it on mental illness. There's a lot of us got mental illness. I think he just got evil. That's my opinion. No, they don't have conscience. I'd like to drown her in her own car, Marie, Susan Smith. That's what they should have done to her. They should have put her in that car and rode it into the lake. Make sure she's good and strapped in, handcuffed to the steering wheel, and all that. I just, you see those pictures or that video of them pulling that car out of the lake, and you see that little boy's hand up against the window. It's heartbreaking. I mean, I was tore up researching the Susan Smith case. I know they are a shame and disgrace to all women. Mothers that do it. Fathers, they're a disgrace too if they do it. Well, guys, I think I'm going to get off here. I got to get some stuff in order and get some addresses wrote down. Get these t-shirts mailed out. I'll show y'all my t-shirt. I should have turned on the camera. I don't know why I didn't. No, I got my sunny t-shirt on. Yeah, all the Diane Downs. Yeah, I need to do a video on Diane Downs. I've never done one on her. I need to do one. Oh, I want to show y'all the little cards I'm sending out with the t-shirts. It's got a hen on it. They didn't have roosters. And it says, from the hen house. They're really cute. They got like the little envelopes with them. I can't wait to see Shirley, what she does with the Sunny Rooster feathers I'm sending her. I send her a whole little baggie full. Anyways, guys, y'all have a great day. Thank you for chatting with me. Love y'all. Peace. If there's any kind of cases you want me to do a video on that you know about, leave me a comment or email me. Let me put my email in here in case anybody needs it. For those of you that's got my phone number, I've got to go get me a phone card. It ran out last night. Oh, Tanny. Sonny, he's been mean, Tanny, lately. Sonny's become a little pervert with the hens. Bye, guys. Peace.